Doc. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Today I have myself, Captain Coop. We have our talent, Major McFarland.
Hello.
And today we have a special guest, an officer that we all adore, someone who's worked with us for a very long time. He's done very well with the supervisors, and he listens sometimes. I'd like to introduce Officer Carter.
Hey, man,
thanks for joining us, man.
What's up, buddy?
Appreciate it.
So today we wanted to do a little bit special and have an officer on the show. We've been talking about it for months and months. We were kind of debating on who to have and, you know, where they come from. So we were kind of discussing it. We wanted someone who's been around supervisors, someone who's done temp posts, someone who's done regular posts. And Carter has done everything I think that we have. He's worked schools, he's worked stores, he's worked apartment complexes, he's worked temp posts for Major Roses. So he's a very well-rounded officer. He's one of the officers that we can stick at a client, and clients generally like pretty quickly. Usually within the first couple of days, we get the email, hey, you can't take this guy because we want to keep him here permanently. So it's always nice to see that. Carter, if you don't mind, give us a little bit of background with what you first started doing when you came to Titan.
I mean, when I first started working for Titan, I worked from hospitals to libraries, grocery stores, every grocery store, you name it, I done did it. I mean, borderline patrols, almost everything, man. I'm at a school right now. I'm loving the post. And
how long ago was it you started? How long you been here, dude?
I mean, the cavemen were still alive. About 3 years now.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Yeah.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked football games with him. And yeah, I remember back before, because you were here before we had the PRN structure or like the temporary service. We still did temporary services, like last minute. And it was guys like you that we would call because it wasn't.
Because we knew we could abuse you.
We knew you would work. So Coop was always like, I'll call Carter. I'm like, all right, so that post is covered. Like, we just know it's going to be taken care of. But yeah, no, that was pre-PRN days. Yeah. So he, yeah. For some reason, it seems longer, but 3 years is a long time.
3 years is a very long time, especially with what we do for a living. 3 years is a long time.
Yes, it wears on you.
But so Carter's done a little bit of everything. It's awesome to have you on here. If you don't mind me asking, some of the experiences you had with everything that you've done for as long as you've been here, what's something that you'd recommend for new officers when they get onto a post?
Be on time, but just be sharp, and don't be afraid to call. I remember my first post, I was at a hospital. I must have called like 6 times.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I know. I must have called like 6 times that day. Hey, man, what do I do if this happens? What if I do if this happens? Well, the guy in the instruction room said this. But, one thing came to another. You guys always came through a clutch for me. I have never been on a post to where I was scared or anything like that, and every time I called, you guys did pick up. I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, just really ask questions. That's what y'all here for. Just ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. The hardest thing to do is ask for help. And I'm telling you, it'll take you a long way.
I'll say there's a lot of the times where we'll get new officers in, and I love that you said that, call and ask. I think that's in orientation. That's the biggest thing I hit on is calling. There's no such thing as a stupid question. If you don't know an answer, we'd rather you call.
No, I'm kidding.
We'd rather you call and get an answer. Because we'd rather you get the information and find out that it's a question was like, oh, well, that's kind of obvious, rather than something goes wrong, you don't call, and then now you're like, oh, I think I messed up.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. What's with this new Officer Carter lore?
We've been over the lore with you forever, and
like
you still don't get it.
Or something?
No, I have explained this to you at least 3 times off camera.
I have a lot of head injuries.
I know. Just
I guess I don't know the context again.
Again, it's the same thing.
What is
you see what I put up with, Carter?
Oh man,
lore? What is lore?
Background.
I don't understand it.
Oh, it's a video game thing. Of course you wouldn't understand it. It's nerd talk.
Heavy nerd talk. So been here 3 years. You're at school now. What's aside from being the school or the school being your favorite, what's just one good memory or one of your favorite gigs you worked here?
Oh man.
Woo. So many, right?
And the high school football game with the gun doesn't count.
That doesn't count?
No.
Ain't that something? Because that was about to be it. It was definitely the football
game.
That was
intense. Yeah.
So we took you to Orchlands, didn't we?
Huh?
We took you to Orchlands, didn't we?
What was that?
The event out in Moberly?
No, I did not go to that. I remember you talking about it, but I never went. No, I never did that.
Oh, I tried. I remember I tried to get you to go, but you couldn't. You had a plan.
Yeah, I had something going on.
The
man.
one time he failed me.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you always call. I'm the only one. You know, I hope nobody else knows this, but I mean, you the only one. If you call my phone, ask for a shift, I got it.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about
How's
it.
it going,
over.
Charles?
But I mean, yeah, my favorite time. I'm not gonna lie, it was the football games.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't just one; it was a lot of them. Quite frankly, I need that picture. I
Yep.
need that picture that we all took at the football games because I remember.
Are you talking
it
the very
was-
first one?
Yes, the first year when I started working. Yes,
Yeah, send that one to me. I don't have it.
I don't even have that.
I don't know if
picture.
I do.
I vaguely remember taking it. I worked the first 2 years of football games. I think this is probably what, the third or fourth year.
It's
now?
the third year.
It's the third year.
Yeah. This is the third.
No,
year.
you worked the second year. You didn't work the first one.
Yes, I did.
Did
You
you?
worked. He worked both.
Yeah,
He
I
worked
worked
both.
towards the end of the first year.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just cold.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, you did.
And that was
First
the
one-
best because the
that
team.
first one
I won't
was-
say the teams, but the team that we were there for was really good, and so like they'd always have the running clock going, and so we.
That first one was Was it the first year or the second year where I asked for help and Rosa set me up
Yeah. So Coop, as everybody knows, does not know football, and so
at all?
I
Not
think
even
it
a little
was-
bit.
No, a
Yeah,
little
he,
bit.
he convinced Coop that a field goal was called an interception. So the guy kicked it and made it. And Coop goes, "That was a really nice interception." And I go, Rose just told you to say that, didn't he?" And he goes, "Well, yeah, isn't that what it is?" I go, "No, that's not. It's just not."
That one.
It'd be like me saying lore. Am I in this one? My eyes are closed. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
Is that the only one you have of it?
I have that one too.
Are my eyes closed on that one too? A little bit better. Send that one to me.
All right.
And send it to Brian.
I need both of them.
I need both.
Yeah, I don't need the eyes closed one. This looks like I'm sleeping on the job.
But yeah, so that kind of look at that photo kind of threw me off a little bit. Sweet memories, right?
Free food and
So I was gonna say,
Cold
outside of
nights.
the temp posts that you've done, what's a kind of a, I'd say what's one of your best memories working at the school, because that's where you mainly work now.
One of my best
just don't
memories
use
at
any
the-
names.
Yeah.
One of my best memories at the school was, you know, I worked at prom. And I mean, like today now, like when I went to prom, you know, back in the day, we rode on horse carriages and everything else,
Right.
you know. Today, I was just like, wow. Like, oh my gosh. How's y'all prom this high tech? Like, what's going on up in here?
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, that was probably one of the best things that I probably did next to the football games. But I mean, there's so many stories, dude. It's not even funny, man. Like, it's a lot of them, man. It's
So you get a lot of good experiences. For all of the, everybody says, you know, for the 99% of what we deal with is going to be nothing but the good traits. And then there's probably that 1% that we have where it's awful and they've got to deal with the bad side. I'd say that 99% probably leaves the biggest impression, not only with us, but with
What's
the
up,
people
Eddie?
we deal with. So having those good experiences and being able to talk about them and bring them up, I think really makes a huge thing. You know, it shows everybody that,
It's not all doom and gloom.
yeah, I mean-
like today's weather.
yeah,
Holy
today's weather.
crap! You can see it.
beautiful.
on Carter's
Yeah, you can.
camera. You can see back there. It's
All the
literally
corner.
yeah.
The two differences between the cameras, ours looks bright and shiny, and then you get back
Yeah.
to his side, and you can see the dark corner.
Yep.
You can. You saw it right there.
Kind of. Yeah, it's up in the corner.
You got that shade right there behind you. Oh, don't start with me.
Oh yeah. I just grew up.
Don't
this
start
beard,
with
so
me.
don't
You
do
got
it.
that.
I just grew
this
this out.
open window behind you. Smart Alec. So good. All right.
So yeah, you're
Say-
the first just officer that's ever been in.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be privileged and be the first officer to be here?
I'm the first officer here.
Yeah.
We've had
Everyone else has
supervisors,
been
but no
supervisors.
officers.
Yeah.
You're the first officer.
I feel special. Y'all gonna throw me a party? What's going on?
This is your party.
Yeah, this
What's
is it.
going on?
Yeah,
Wow,
this
I
is
like
your
it.
party.
You going to the Christmas party?
Am I going to the Christmas party?
Yeah. No. Why not?
Have you been to one before?
No.
You got to go to this
I
one.
haven't been to none of the Titan parties. Let's be honest with you.
Well,
let's
that's
be
not a
honest.
good
Come on. Every
promo.
time y'all work with me, it is a party. Let's be honest. Come
That's
on.
true.
Well, let's be completely honest. He's probably working when most of those parties are.
Maybe the
I mean,
second
not-
one.
I
Maybe
pick
not.
up everything,
He does. He works a lot.
whether it's a bang or it's scrubbing the floor. It's taken.
That's the mentality you got to have. So I always joke about that with guys at the office. They're like, well, this is my job or this is their job title. I'm like, nobody's above rolling up their sleeves and mopping a bathroom floor if we have to for somebody. So
Yeah.
that's just kind of the mentality you have. It's what makes you successful here. So.
Well,
And it's
good.
good to hear from somebody that's been here for 3 years, and I think every supervisor knows. And when we hear your name, we're just like, "Oh wow, yeah, no, that we love that guy. He goes,
I always
he
love
goes
it when
hard
we
to
know we
paint
got
for
a-
us."
I always love it when they'll have like an extra shift that needs coverage, like an event or an emergency or something like that. They'll be like, well, who's going? Oh, well, I got this guy, and I got Carter. And I'm like, don't worry about it anymore. It's fine.
It's taken.
You have Carter. Carter's
Taken
good.
care of. He's gonna work it.
So, but no, that's good, man. It's glad to have you on. For your 3 years have been awesome. I think I've been your supervisor almost the entire time.
The entire time. Yes.
And you've always done extremely well, and we absolutely love that. And we want you to continue doing that. And I have zero concerns that won't continue going forward. But it's good to have you on here. Anybody got any questions for him in our viewers?
I'll throw one last one out there.
Sure.
And this kind of goes with the first one, but just do you have any advice other than call and ask questions? Do you have any advice for new guys or guys that have been here like 6-7 months that want to continue to do well?
Be your best, really. Just be your best. And I'm gonna tell you this: there's a lot. It's never a dull moment, I can say. Because push come to shove, when I was at the school, I had a relationship with all those kids before
Right.
I even started.
Yep.
They were afraid to talk to me. He was like, oh, man, he's an officer. Like, whatever. And I'm like, hey, I'm here to protect y'all. As long as I send y'all home to y'all parents every day, I win every day.
Yep.
So you got to understand, you never know. I picked up a shift last year, and I saved a guy from almost ODing in the bathroom.
Yep.
And I never knew in a million years that I would do something like this, but I
Right.
did,
Yep.
And that's the thing is, you get a lot of times you go to these stores or something like that where
Yep.
you'll pick up this extra shift coverage, and you're going to think it's just another normal day and nothing's going to go wrong. And that's the day. That's the one day.
That's the one day.
Our beloved Captain Brown runs into this more often than anybody else I know. We've sent him to go get lunch before. We were having a meeting, and we sent him to go pick up the lunch. And next thing we know, lunch is 45 minutes late. We're like, what is going on? We finally get a hold of him, and he's resuscitating a guy at the place we sent him to go get lunch. The guy had dropped, stopped breathing, heart stopped, whole 9 yards. And he brought him back to, and it's like, dude, okay, you can't ever go get lunch again, and I don't want to send you in the field anymore because you keep randomly finding this
You
stuff.
turn into Jesus right quick.
He's like, chicken's gonna be cold, but the good thing is the guy's alive.
Those were his
Like,
exact
wait,
words.
what? He sent me that text. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, dude?
So you're exactly right. No day's gonna be the same. There's always gonna be some form of entertainment there. So stay on your guard, stay visible, stay present, and stuff will
yes.
it will always keep you entertained.
Yep, be your best. I like that. Just do your best. Come in, work really hard, do what you have to do. We'll help you along the way. We'll give you some advice, some tips and pointers. Then you learn those along the way as you get more experience. You kind of pick up on your own, and then you get your own style. But that's a really good way to look at it. It's just whatever your best is, if you can do that,
Do it.
You'll be just fine.
That's it.
We'll take good care of you.
Yeah.
So
I like that. Fantastic. All right.
be your best. Was it? No.
What was that?
No. It's from
No,
the
you
the
lost it,
Beauty and the
man.
Beast.
What?
The song they sing.
Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah. Isn't that what it is?
No.
The Candlestick?
There's something very odd. If you still watching Beauty and the Beast right now,
that's a
but
great
I don't know what to tell
What are you
man.
talking about? That's a great movie.
I mean,
Dylan, thanks for
How's
joining
that?
us.
Brian would know it. How's that song go?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
No, it's Be Our Guest.
Yes, be our guest, not be your best. Well, we could
I
turn
had
it
to
into
think
a
about
slogan.
that.
We could turn it into a
I
slogan.
had to think about
I'm
that.
trying to
That's
think of a
something from like
slogan
in the
here.
army now with Pauly Shore or something like that.
No, that's a good one.
No,
That's a great
That's
movie.
fun. That's good. No, this is him. This is what I deal with
Be
on
our
a daily
guest.
basis.
Thank you, Betty. I'm trying to think of a slogan. Do your best.
Beatty says his wife is singing.
Be
it now.
your best. Yeah, it's a catchy.
You can
song.
blame McFarlane for
That's
that
a
one.
catchy song. It rhymed. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking.
This is what I deal with.
Who won the?
Who won the bottle from Friday? Dylan.
TBD. TBD. I gotta go talk to Brian about that.
Bottles
Yeah,
now.
oh no, he's super happy about it. Thank you.
I don't care.
He blamed me.
What was
I
your
quickly
fault?
blamed you.
That's fine. I'll deny it and divert back to you. You're the one with your face on them, not me.
He goes, well, I heard you gave away 3 of them. I went, no.
That's what
No.
I remember.
McFarlane gave 3
That's
away.
what I remember.
I've got it recorded.
Yeah, obviously. That's what this whole thing we're doing right now. It's just lost, or it's stuck in the interwebs for the end of time.
But, well, good. What are your, this is something I kind of like asking out there. What are your plans? Do you ever want to move up and be a supervisor, or are you content in making
We've tried to steal you from the school
I have.
multiple times.
I
so.
have. He keeps telling me no. You ever gonna tell me yes? You ever gonna take a supervisor spot? I'm putting you on the spot for this one.
Ooh, I take a supervisor for that. Oh man.
He's also more intimate with us than most officers, so he sees what we do on a daily basis.
That's
and He's
true.
probably like,
You see his face right
screw
now?
that.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that kind of does give me like that big old, you know. Well, see, the thing is, you know, do I see myself being a supervisor? Yeah,
You definitely
do.
could.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna probably be like a drill sergeant. You know, yo, why is your shirt tucked in? What's going on, man? What's happening?
We have one of those.
look
Lieutenant Shaughnessy.
Like, why your fingernails dirty? What's going on, bro? Like,
I
what's
was
up?
like that for a bit, and then you start to realize
I think I think
management techniques adapt. Or adjust.
I think every supervisor started off like that because I know for sure I was the rule guy.
Yeah.
Carter, you know this. I was the rule guy. I got everybody on the
Beard's
rules.
too long.
Yep,
Yeah.
beard's not too long. Your boots aren't shined. This is off. That's off. Hey, here's this. You know, let's fix this before I come to see you next time. And then I think it was probably like a year, and I was like, this is just pissing people off.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, see, well, my thing is, I don't know if I could go off like real strong because I'm so joking. You know what I mean? Like, so I would probably like give him a good chew out and then be like, look, you see how we look better than you right now?
And then build them back up.
Yeah.
We supposed to look fresh, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's important though. No, and yeah, a lot of people start off that way, but then you kind of develop, like I said, you
I
kind of
say
develop
develop your own way.
a little happy medium.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, it's important. You catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar.
Really.
What's up
Yeah.
with you in the What's up, man? What's going on today?
That's what the talent does. I come
this,
up with that
he-
stuff.
This,
Dude, he
this
does
right
it.
here, man.
I've been using that phrase forever though.
He has. He says it all the time.
People around the office try to use it like I started it, so I created.
You created. It's older than both of us. Pretty sure it's older than both of us put
Yeah,
together.
but you're like 32 or 65. We don't know. Coop is an enigma.
Yeah.
Well, what's the crappy weather supposed to be like the rest of this week?
Really, that's what you want to go on there?
Yeah.
All right.
Now that
So
you
we're
can
looking at weather.
finally put it on the screen.
Shut up. So we're looking at tomorrow is 44 and cloudy. Wednesday is going to be 48 and sunny. Thursday is 50, mostly sunny. Friday is 40 and cloudy. It's going to be cloudy all week. 43 on Sunday. 46 next week on Monday. Tuesday is going to be 50. 47 on the Wednesday. 47 on Thursday. 46 on Friday and 48 on Saturday. So it's going to stay relatively cooler next week.
I like
So need to
I'm
start
happy with that.
start preparing for it. Everybody, make sure that we're dressing warm. Got the Under Armour stuff, long sleeve shirts if you have them, underneath your uniform shirt of the approved colors, obviously, and start dressing for that stuff. If you have an outer vest, I do want to warn you about putting a thick Titan jacket on if you're preparing for cold weather and it suddenly gets warm.
Yeah.
You will feel it very quickly. So
Yeah.
just make sure that we're staying prepared for that type of stuff. But other than
Hydration.
that, so I don't really have anything else. Do you have
Phenomenal
anything?
hydration tips.
Oops.
Do you have any? What'd you do?
I had to turn it off and back on again.
Well, do you have any phenomenal hydration tips?
Phenomenal hydration tips. Really? Okay. Do you have anything else for Carter?
No, buddy. Just keep doing what you do. Thank you for coming on today, man. We appreciate it.
Hey,
Sorry,
man,
I'm
thank
talking
y'all for
into the
having me,
microphone.
man.
Of
Anytime.
course. Again, you're the first officer that's been on here, so you've earned it.
Okay.
I think you've earned it. All those extra shifts and times where you're like, man, why did I sign up for this? But then paycheck comes around, you're like, I'm glad I signed up for that.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Oh my god.
So awesome. I say, other than that, I guess it's kind of a short show today since we're just doing a little bit of interview with Mr. Kata, and then we'll let everybody get back to enjoying their Monday. So
No Thanksgiving stuff? I should think.
you know what?
Should
That's
talk
a good
about
idea. Let's
Thanksgiving.
talk about some Thanksgiving. Carter,
Can't think
we're
of.
going to bring you in on this one. Okay.
What was our? It's our one.
What?
What was it?
Well, you think about that.
Yeah.
What are your plans for Thanksgiving? Do you guys do like your family do like this whole blowout thing like
you
a lot
know
of
we
families
gotta do it,
do?
man. Collard greens, macaroni, oven roast in the same pot. We gotta have it.
You guys
Has to
do
have it.
turkey and
Mac
ham
and
and all that
cheese?
too?
Turkey,
So,
ham,
mac and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Yep.
Now, do you
know.
do a traditional mac and cheese, or do you do like that oven with the crispy top, or
The
white
breadcrumbs on
cheddar?
top?
Yeah,
Breadcrumbs on top. What's that talking about?
No, just a creamy mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Nah, it's old school creamy. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
same here.
So my family's
Well,
never
I-
done it.
I do the
My
white-
wife's
white
family
cheddar.
does it.
You do white cheddar?
My wife's family does it, and they do like a baked version, which is killer, but it is way good. Yeah, it's like a baked pasta. So,
Preacher, that's actually a very good point. The Gators are a very good piece of winter winter gear.
yeah, yeah, those were around even before COVID, just
Yeah.
because it helps. Yeah, your breath usually warms you up, and then it heats your neck up. I wore one for a while, but then I just got tired of them.
So you go all out, right?
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
we
do it
gotta
on,
go all out.
Do you guys do it on Thanksgiving, or because I've been talking to some of my friends and stuff, and like some of my married friends, they're doing two. They did one this weekend with the one family, and then on Thanksgiving they do another. Do you guys all get together on just one, or?
We'll all get together. I mean, shoot, it depends. Big family, so every now and then we'll branch out. But it depends. Whoever's the leftovers got hit in the next day, it's on.
Yeah.
Point blank. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's like that. But why does the leftovers hit so different on the?
They just do, man.
They just do.
Like, what's up with that?
It's like a good good chili. Like, it just gets better with time, and then you have
It's like
your
cold
peak.
pizza just on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Your
you.
peak's usually 2 days, but then after that it starts to go downhill again.
Yeah,
But
I
like
tell you,
a
what,
turkey
Thanksgiving dinner's
sandwich.
always great on Thanksgiving, but you're 100% correct. Like the next morning, make yourself like a turkey sandwich,
A little bit of cranberry,
a little bit of cranberry stuffing on there.
Cranberries.
Just it makes I don't know
Throw
what it
some
is, but
mac
it's like
and cheese
100%
on it.
better.
That's it.
Get a bread roll or something. But it's just like a mess. And then there's that's another one. So I think I already know the answer for you too, just because I think we're like minded. But are you one of the people that has to have like all your food can't be touching? Or
No, I ain't
mine's
afraid
like
of none
one.
of
Yeah,
them.
mine's
Who
like
does
one
that?
big soup bowl.
I ain't afraid of none of them.
Shaughnessy, Lieutenant Shaughnessy is very.
What?
My food does not touch other food.
No.
Lieutenant who?
Shaughnessy.
Oh, Chauncey.
Shaughnessy.
Oh,
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
Chauncey?
Chauncey.
Chauncey.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first talked to the guy on the phone, I was like, "Dude, what is your name?" Then I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna just call you just Lieutenant, dude. I'm sorry, man."
Yep. LT.
Wait, he can't have his food touching?
Yeah, some people can't. Oh man, that's like the best part. You get like a little mac and cheese with some green beans. Like who knows?
Damn,
might
that mac
be
and
good.
cheese touch that gravy. It's a wrap.
Dude.
It's good.
So I'll tell you one thing. It's all going to end up in your stomach anyway. Might as well mix
Hey,
it up.
hey,
what
like
I'm
I
saying,
said,
might as well.
the three of us guys here, I think we're all on the
Put it
same
on my
page.
plate.
Yeah.
Let's get to town and eat it.
Yeah, if it drops on the floor, and depending on what it is, there's a good chance I'm scooping it.
I said depending on what part of the floor it fell on. Mm-hmm. Like if it's on a least traveled part of the floor, I got 5 seconds.
Hey.
But if it's like
I got to give my wife
entranceway
credit
or
for as
something like
much
that
as my
in the
wife
kitchen,
cleans.
nah.
For as much as my wife cleans,
Does she clean as much as you do?
Yeah, no, my wife cleans more than I do.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like hospital floors. But I'm in competition with 2 dogs. So once they hear that mac and cheese hit that noodle hit the floor,
It's
me
over.
and Eli are diving for it
It's
together.
like a fumble on the plate right there.
Yeah. And that's the best part. That's the best. Loose
I
ball.
can see that too.
But that's the best part. Like I'll be in the kitchen, like making leftovers or something, just not even Thanksgiving, and something will hit the floor, and I'm like, eh. I look over here, this do-do-do-do-do-do, he just goes flying. I'm like, there we go, little vacuum. I don't have to do anything. It's good. To go.
Although I could see you like walking your plate to the table and
Yes.
just something falls off and you just
Yeah. Well, usually by the time I've already kind of started putting food on a plate, they're both just looking. So
Waiting.
and yeah. Oh yeah, they're just waiting for something to fall, and so yeah.
yeah, and I bet you half the time something falls.
Oh
too.
yeah. Sassy has not gotten much yet, but
Give it time.
ooh, I've never had grilled cheese on Thanksgiving. Great leftover. Yeah, grilled cheese is always good leftover.
Somebody said they having a grilled cheese on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this guy's from Colorado, so they do things a little differently out there.
A guy from Colorado said that.
Who? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
would
I
be
will check
against
with
it.
her today.
A grilled cheese on Thanksgiving?
I mean, I'll probably just take like a dirty butter roll and then put mac and cheese on it, and then
That's the
another
best
dirty
one.
butter roll.
That
so,
could be
so that
considered
would
as
be my
grilled
grilled
cheese.
cheese.
That would be
yeah.
the grilled cheese
I
right
say,
there.
let me ask you this, Carter. When it comes to Thanksgiving dinners and meals and stuff like that, do you prefer the dinner rolls, or would you like a regular dinner roll? Did you get like a white dinner roll, the wheat dinner rolls, or would you be willing to go to Texas Roadhouse and buy their rolls separately?
That's what we did last year.
I ain't never thought of that. I'm a fat guy with dreams, man.
Bro,
Y'all
I
don't
tell
know
you
what
what.
y'all doing, man. I'm gonna be honest. All my dinner rolls are homemade, so
that kinda makes it-
That'll be the only reason, But if it's like if I'm going to an in-laws house, we can go buy those. We can go buy those. Push come to shove, some Hawaiian rolls to do.
Yeah.
All right, Hawaiian rolls. I can't say nothing. I've done it. I've done it.
Ain't
I
nothing
can't say
wrong with
nothing.
it. Ain't nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, sometimes the in-laws they got
Generally,
that.
if I think about it beforehand, I try to go get the Texas Roadhouse.
So my little brother usually gets tasked with the rolls, and so the year before he did croissants. We waited till the day of, and so he went to like our local Hy-Vee. They're going to be sold out on the day of Thanksgiving. Like even
So-
it's a super Hy-Vee, the one by my house.
Yeah.
Even I mean, there's just too many people, and he's like, oh, I didn't know. He's just. But this last year he called ahead. I think it's $5 for 12 of the
So
Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Yep.
But the butters, so we made our own, 2 years ago during like COVID when like they weren't really like a lot of restaurants were kind of still weird about it. And so there was a recipe out. My wife and I made it. The butter was really good. It was a little thicker, but it's just not quite the same. Something they do. I don't know if it's. I mean, they probably
It's
have
the
those big
love.
machines. Yeah,
It's the love.
but the rolls we made are pretty good. But yeah, there's just something about.
I say
the
last
texture
year.
of those rolls.
So every year, and I've stated this, and I'm stating it again, but every year for Thanksgiving, I buy the guys who are working Thanksgiving dinner. The guys who are working in the afternoon, that team who works, who should be with their family or normally would be, but they're working, get Thanksgiving dinner from us.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, I think it was, they ran out of rolls, and I had ordered because I usually order like 40 something rolls just to make sure that because nobody eats one roll, nobody does.
No.
And so
like I said, you take one roll,
Yeah.
take a bunch of
And so I always
food,
get
and then take the other roll.
I always try and get a bunch of
improvised
extra.
sandwich.
Yeah, I always try to get a bunch of extra because I know that like me, everybody's going to want 4 of them.
Yeah.
And so they ran out. And so we had a 50-50 mixture of rolls and croissants. And when we rolled up and opened the back, everybody was like, "What is that?" And I go, "It's a croissant." And everybody would stop and look at me and go, "What is wrong with you?" I go, "They ran out of bread, man.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?"
Croissants are a good
I was like,
substitute.
I looked at one of them. I said, "Next time I'm bringing white bread, plain bread."
Yeah, it's Wonder Bread.
Like,
Hey,
that's what you
Shout
get.
out to Wonder Bread, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yes, Thompson, that's a good point. Eli, my dog, he's a 100-pound pit bull, so he'd have to eat a lot of trimmings before he would get sick. But I always make sure not to give him too much. The turkey's usually pretty good. I keep him away from a lot of things, but like we'll have like blueberries and stuff, and they'll be like.
I always give the
loves
dogs like the
those,
ham bones and stuff.
Yeah, I won't give him bones because he's.
Ham bone.
Yeah, but if it's cooked, he could crack it, and then it'll cut him up. So has to be uncooked bone. So I usually get him like I'll go to the butcher and get him cow femurs, the ones that they haven't cooked, so they'll slice the meat off of it, and he loves those things. But he cracked a tooth like a year ago, so he has not gotten any femurs. So
Pig's ear.
yeah, he loves pig ears. Yeah, pig ears are good. But yeah, no, that's a good point. There's always like a little meme on there for what dogs can have from Thanksgiving and what they can't have. And
Thompson says the love in those is the chemical flavoring agent for the butter.
I don't know how I could show a pic of my dog. I guess I could.
Share a picture of your dog.
I guess I could hold it up to the camera.
He's gonna look for a photo. All right.
Other than that,
Let's see. I don't really have anything other than that. So, yeah, that's it. No.
This is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to see.
Well, here, if you do that, I can always flip it onto this camera here.
There's my Bubba. But isn't it blurry? Just right in front of Carter.
There you go.
There's Eli.
You got a blue pit?
Yeah. That's my Bubby.
So that's his dog.
Yeah, and then you know what? I'll show you guys Sassy next week.
He's gonna hold you in suspense for the other one.
I'll show you a
I'm
picture
telling
of
you,
him.
Matey, thanks for joining us. You have a good night.
I'm a big pit bull guy. So, but yeah. Other than that, what else we got? That's it.
So
Weather's
other than that,
good.
That's it. Weather's gonna be a little cooler on there with a.
Hey, good luck,
I'd say
baby.
high 40s.
Represent us well.
I'd say other than that.
Thank you, Mills. Yeah. No, I usually will just. We used to play football, and so we'd play football before or after or both usually, and just like the family get together, and so that would usually be my exercise. But now my exercise is making it to the couch to watch football and then fall asleep.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. I think we're gonna
At
try.
all. Carter, what about you?
Man, same.
Just
for
making
real.
it to the couch.
They just got to make it to that couch. I mean, depends if I'm on like third plate. Oh, I don't know.
Let me ask you this: I have a couple of friends or families do this. Do you guys have like a football game you guys play of the day of Thanksgiving?
You know
Like
what?
a family event or
230-pound
sport?
mastiff, that's huge.
You know, when I was in high school, we did. We even had a snowball. Okay, that was the day. That was Christmas Eve. Actually, we did one time for Thanksgiving. And it went bad because a dog got loose and chased us up the street. And my brother, who's a whole lot bigger than I was, I basically took the bites for him.
Yeah.
So I told him I would never do it ever again. Ever. Ever again. Yeah.
All right. Well, other than that, I think that's all I've got.
Everybody that's working,
Yeah.
like Coop said, he'll take care of you guys. So we appreciate you guys being away from your family to help keep everybody safe and do what you guys got to do. Those of you that have it off, enjoy. Make sure you spend time with family, and we show some appreciation to everybody that's working on Thanksgiving. So
Say Friday's show will not be a live show; it will be pre-recorded. So we won't actually. It'll just pop up on Friday. It won't be a live viewing like today is or normal shows. So that'll be pre-scheduled for you guys, so that at least there's something there. But other than that, we're gonna call it. We thank you guys for everything you do. It allows us to continue to do stuff like this. Thank you so much. It's been phenomenal.
Phenomenal. So hopefully
we'll let you
everybody
guys
has a
get to
great
it.
holiday.
Yep. Don't forget, hydration is key. Hydration is the day before, not the day of. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it so much. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Take care, guys.
Stay safe.
All right.